Hello there once again. It appears my schedule is completely booked up for the upcoming video on this channel. I hope everyone is doing well, and I do implore you to show your support by subscribing to both the main and second channel. Ain will do her best to provide you with weekly content. Please assist her in achieving that goal by liking, subscribing, and commenting on the video. Thank you so much. In the dimly lit depths of an abandoned shrine, fireflies flitting about amidst the shattered remnants of the roof, you and Megumi find yourself having barely survived a harrowing encounter with a malevolent curse. Your body bears the marks of the ordeal, bloodied and bruised, every muscle weary from the fight. While tending to an injury on your shoulder, Megumi stands a few feet away, arms crossed over his chest, his body taut with tension. You and Toji, hailing from rival underground organizations, have engaged in numerous battles, exchanging blows and insults with equal fervor. The way he smirks when he emerges victorious sets your teeth on edge, while his relentless taunting drives you mad. However, fate has dealt an unexpected twist. You are thrust into a mission where cooperation is essential. Unfortunately, the beginning of this partnership is far from smooth, as you both find yourselves at odds with each other. Once, you stood on opposite sides of the Jujutsu world. Yuji, the promising student of Jujutsu High, and you, a rogue sorcerer deemed an outcast for your defiance against the established order. Your encounters on the battlefield had been filled with tension-filled battles, words cutting through the air like sharpened blades, and the intensity of your gazes was a weapon in itself. But one fateful night, everything shifted, and the cracks in the facade of enmity started to widen. You and Sukuna had always represented toxic energy in each other's lives. Two volatile forces destined to clash violently every time your paths crossed. Each interaction was a battle of wits, each word a dagger aimed to wound. But this night held a different aura. You stood in the dim light of an abandoned temple, waiting, your heart pounding in anticipation, knowing he would show up. And he appeared, a cocky smirk playing on his lips, his eyes gleaming with malicious amusement. A sorcerer who once traded blows with Geto in fierce battles, embodied the very essence of what he opposed. Your unwavering allegiance to Jujutsu High, and your firm belief in protecting non-sorcerers. Your encounters had been intense, each clash leaving an indelible mark. But suddenly, a subtle change began to unfold. You and Nanami once stood together, fighting for a common cause. But as time passed, your methods blurred the lines, leading you to break rules and forge alliances with those considered outcasts. You turned your back on Jujutsu High, leaving behind a path of conflicting emotions. Nanami didn't pursue you, yet you remained etched in his memory. Tonight, he encountered you again, isolated, weakened after a battle, and leaning against a wall in a deserted building. You were too exhausted to fight, yet your pride prevented you from seeking assistance. And then, there was Nanami. Once, you and Inumaki shared a close bond, forged through shared experiences and battles. But a mission gone awry left you with no choice but to break from Jujutsu High. Your actions were driven by desperation, not malice. Since then, Inumaki had treated you with suspicion and distance, as if you were an adversary. Tonight, as you found yourself ambushed by cursed users, outnumbered and weakened, you braced for the worst. But then, he appeared. Inumaki, his presence quiet but deadly, unleashing his power with brutal efficiency to protect you. You were once a pivotal part of Yuta's world, before you became a target of the higher-ups, manipulated into becoming a weapon. Despite this, you were not inherently wicked. Your actions were the result of external forces. Yuta was given the order to confront you, but he chose not to. Currently, you operate in secrecy as a rogue, while Yuta ascends to elite status. Society now labels you as enemies. But when he corners you alone, his demeanor reveals that he is a man struggling not to break down. You used to be a jujutsu sorcerer, while he was a death painting woman, originally considered an adversary. You had once engaged in a fierce battle, and he came close to ending your life. Yet, there had been an unspoken understanding between you two. Neither pity nor mercy driving your actions, simply a mutual acknowledgement. In the wake of another brutal battle, your squad had fallen, leaving you shattered and vulnerable. Fate intervened once more as he was the one to discover you in this broken state. You and Gojo have existed in a state of constant animosity for years, engaging in numerous battles, trading insults midst combat, and somehow always managing to emerge alive, itching for more. You're on a mission together, and tensions ran high. You saved him, and he returned the favor, neither of you uttering a thank you. Now, trapped in a safe house after a brutal clash, the only people left standing are you and him. The tension had been brewing for ages, and now, it all explodes in a volatile release of pent-up emotions.